Hello everyone and welcome to ILR6 for the final time this season. Here we are in Abu Dhabi. Sorry, I've been quiet for long. I had to quickly finish my tea, but I'm here now and it's time for the last round of the season under the lights. And only got 4 minutes left in quali. Bit of a late start to the stream. Everything's been a bit of a rush, but we're here now and we can enjoy the racing. So most cars are going to be in the pits, so we're only going to see one hot lap from most of these guys at the end. But we have a few guys out on track. Scott up on his first sector up by 600ths. So let's see what he can set in the Red Bull. Coming down this very long straight, really the only real overtaking opportunity of this track as I've dropped my controller. Oh. But yeah, into the chicane. Crucial to get a good exit for the second DRS straight, because it's possible if you overtake on that first straight, it's possible to get re-overtaken on this straight. So let's see, it's Scott up, he's 1.5 temps up, so maybe looking to get himself inside the top 10. That'll look good. So this final sector, the most technical sector, very slow corners, not too fast as we come under the incredible hotel section. Shines bright like a diamond at night. Kind of dusk at the moment. Into the penultimate corner. Crucial to carry a lot of speed. It's alright there from Scott into the final corner. Don't want to run too wide, we'll slow you down. What's going to be? It's going to be a mid 36, 36.4. Missing out on the top 10 by 4 thousandths. Very close. But other people should be out now for their final runs. Supi has just set his lap, I think. So let's see who is about to start a lap. Nitro is close to starting a lap. So we've got some very aggressive weaving, but we have a few cars on a lap. We have SD Max, a lady, and Johnny. In fact, the lady's about to come across the line. What's this going to be? 37.4, quite a way up the pace. Johnny's on about 1.2 seconds up. That's enough to definitely get himself inside the top 10. Maybe looking for a top 5 if you can nail this last sector. But let's see Johnny coming into the penultimate corner. Now, final corner. Looks good. Looks like he carries a lot of speed. This could be a 35. It is a 35.3. Moves himself up to P6. But now the shootout for pole is on. And we have Dion behind Nipro's teammate. So maybe a bit of slipstream going on there. I'm not 100% sure on the strategy. In fact, yeah. This is the first race since the update, which has drastically increased the chance of a safety car. So we might see Bert Mylander come out in that Mercedes. I'm not sure what it is. I don't actually know what type of Mercedes it is, but we might see him come out in it and lead this field for a few laps as Nipro's retired. Dion is 4 tenths up. That's enough at the moment for only a very high 35. Is there a circuit? Oh, there is. And this is a new feature, a track map. So as you can see on the side, there's a track map now, which will be good. Seeing battles and yellow flags. Look at that is gorgeous. But Dion, Colonel, coming around the front of the quad, doesn't look too good. We'll stay on board with it though. See what it is. I don't think it's going to be a 35. I think it might be a 36. No, it's 35.6 up to P8. And what else is going on? Heavy T on a lap. Koala just a bit down. Bray just a bit down. In fact, now Bray's 2 tenths up with a purple middle sector, as you can see from the lovely track map. Lighting up purple. Looks like the illuminations at Blackpool. As we have a crash there. Yeah, as you can see on the beautiful track map at the third last corner. Yellow flags, green flags. This is so multicoloured. But Bray, oh, there, that car is dug deep in the sand. It's like an ostrich digging its head underground. But what is Bray going to be able to do? This looks like pretty good. This might be P1. Is it going to be P1 for Bray? It is! P1 by just over a tenth. As we have more yellow flags, that is Alfa Romeo and Narnia at Heavy T. Is up by a tenth and a half. That is enough to snatch back pole if you can nail this last sector. Let's just see. Iceman's called it a day. Where's Patuka? Patuka's 3/10 up. So we'll stick on board with Heavy T, and that looked like it might be invalid. Although you can get away with quite a lot of corner cutting around here. But here comes Heavy T to snatch back that pole position. Can he do it? In fact, Patuka goes pole by, wow! That is a massive margin, and Heavy T goes third, 9 thousandths behind Bray. That is an incredible lap there from Patuka. It's a 34.4. Jeez, that is an insane lap. That will be qualifying over. There is your top 10. Separated by only... In fact, wow! Oh my days, MWB. He's gone P1. I didn't even see that pop up. I wasn't looking. I thought it was over, but the Toro Rosso snatches pole with the death. That is incredible scenes. Absolutely incredible. But let's have a look at your official top 10. So we have NWB, Patuka, Bray, Heavy T, Sipyi, Koala, Iceman, Joe, Johnny and Dion. Wow, there was a few very quick laps set at the end there. I didn't expect that to happen. Did no one get any warnings or penalties? I don't think they did. No, just a lot of invalid lap times. A lot of corner cutting. I expect to see a few penalties today. And only one retirement, Lord of Lamb. I did see what happened. He was coming through the triple rounder, the flat out one. And he turned in too early, crashed into the wall and spun off and lost his wheel. So... some improvements hopefully for Lord of Lamb in the race. But look, this is beautiful. What a beautiful architectural masterpiece. The most expensive racing circuit in the world, I believe. Let's hope these ILR6 drivers can grace this circuit with their beautiful Pirelli rubber. As you can see there, the crowd going absolutely wild while they're waiting for these drivers to ready up. Get a Mexican wave going maybe. So they're all in sync, so maybe not a Mexican wave, a Mexican stand. I'm not too sure of the strategy either, so I'll have to wait and see what drivers decide to start outside the top 10. I don't know if anyone inside the top 10 did set their lap on the mediums. Let's wait and see as the drivers are readying up. And it is going to be very quiet, no noise. There we go, there's the noise. As you can see, the track is green, green, green. And that's not due to overnight rain, that's due to the marshals getting their flags waving about. So let's have a look at the tyres. Where are the tyres there? So everyone inside the top 10 will be on softs. And we only have 3 medium runners. That will be a Lady, SD and Stiggy. They'll all be going long in this race. Lord of Lamb will be looking to make up some positions. Don't know. If anyone wants to know or wants to have a say on the track map, because the full track map is kind of big. Do you want to have the full track map or the mini map? I mean, they kind of take up the same amount of space, but I mean, let me know if you don't want the track map because it is kind of large. It does take up a bit of the screen. But look at the weaving there. There's so much vigorous weaving. Such a simple action, but such a large benefit. Let's get the... yeah, there we go. Lord Lamb zoomed. Oh, never mind, he's in last. I thought he was in the lead and just zoomed away from everyone. Oh, he might be going for an overtake here. Or Lord Lamb, no. I'll hold him back. Oh, there's a bollard. Yep, that bollard is a casualty over this ILR6 race. Let's see if we can see him once again. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Bouncing across the track. Can Lord Alarm give us the view of the bollard that we all desire? No. Oh, another bollard's dead. Oh, that's loud. I'm going to turn down my volume quickly. There we go, I think that'll be alright. Yeah, it sounds better. But here we come then. To the final corner. The game will take over. And look at that, that's a disgusting helmet from NWB. I mean, vile. So, for the final time this season, it's ILR6. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Lord of the Lamb will come to the grid to be the final guy to line up for the final time this season. So the lights, can we get a good view? No, we're very zoomed in right now. But anyway, here come the lights. The lights are coming on for the final time. And we're going to be away here in ILR6. It's a good start from the Haas, actually. The Haas has got a very good start. Patuka into the lead. And he is going to be to the lead. Oh, there's a bit of contact there at the back. Let's see what goes on. There's 3 wide action. It's not often you see that. What's going to happen here? Through the fast right under turn 3. Let's just make sure everyone's clean. Oh, no. Lord Alarm has made it no laps at all in this weekend. What a disastrous weekend for him to end the season. Absolutely awful. And that is a VSC. VSC. Now, do people have damage? I mean, that McLaren's got about as much downforce as a Tesco shopping trolley. That's going to have to come into the pits, and they're going to have to refund that pound coin. What else is going on? There seems to be all right, and the VSC is back in, is it? I think it is. There's that Renault there. It's getting a bit spicy. It's seismic. Oh, there is some big contact. Oh, Johnny's wheels dangling. Esty Matty's off the track. There's absolute carnage here. There's a lot of 5-second penalties floating around as well. Such a messy start. What else is happening? It's gone what the leader. It's Patuka who's happily in the lead. So, oh, that's a Ferrari in the wall. That'll be Bray. I'm sure all the people supporting him in the chat will be furious. And there's the McLaren in the background. Is he going to overtake Bray? He is. The McLaren, the shopping trolley, up into P14. Oh, is that another Ferrari going wide? It is. There's a battle between this Haas and the Ferrari. Basically, the B Ferrari versus the A Ferrari, and that Ferrari hasn't got much downforce. I can see a big chunk of wing missing there on the left-hand side. And actually, Patuka's made a bit of a mistake. He had a massive lead, but now that lead's come down a bit. I think he's alright now, though. These timings seem a bit glitched, and definitely not all this close together. I mean, that's not 0.0 seconds. That's about a second. And I think that it's actually all sorting itself out now, so that's good. Yeah, Seismic isn't 1 minute 46 behind, I hope. Oh, and there's yellows. It's the Ferrari of Bray. He's absolutely bottled it. Awful. There's some horrible timings going on here. What have Codemasters done? Game's broken again. And actually, here's a battle between the Racing Point and the Toro. Oh, there's too much going on. But here comes the Racing Point to the outside. No DRS. Gonna have to be pure engine power. And I think, let's see who appears first. Oh, they're going to be side by side. Still side by side. Oh, that's the Racing Point going to die. Koala. Gone to Narnia. Gone to visit his brothers in the rainforest. What else is going on? Bray's back here in Narnia. Patuka really doesn't have much pace. It's really hard to keep track of things with the timing glitch that we appear to have. But Patuka really isn't enjoying these soft tyres. Let's see if... yeah, this seems to work better. There's a lot of stuff going on. I think we'll have to have it like this because everything seems a bit broken otherwise. And Seismic is into the pits already on the end of lap 2. And things starting to calm down finally. And there's Mercedes in the wall. It's Heavy T. What an absolute bottle. Please don't take anyone out. Oh, that's a bit sketchy. Another virtual safety car. Let's see how many of these drivers can rack up. And that means Heavy T is going to keep the position, is he? Is Scott going to have to let him through? I'm not sure, but the second virtual safety car. That's actually going to help people like Seismic, who might be able to stay ahead of Nipro if he doesn't have to abide by the VSU rules. But I think Nipro will be ahead. Really, who crosses the safety car line first? It's going to be Nipro by about 2 or 3 seconds. But Heavy T, what an absolute bottle job. And now he's got 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That's not good. And there's actually a battle going on here under the VSC. Absolute carnage this race. Let's see if we can get 10 finishers hopefully. But the virtual safety car is still out. It's a long virtual safety car. Clearly, they're getting a bit happy with their virtual safety cars after that patch. I think it's like 50 times more likely now. And there we go, DRS is enabled for the first time in this race. And Stiggy is all over the back of that Alpha. And now Heavy T going to be holding up Scott. Hopefully he doesn't battle this. He's going to do something. I'm not sure what that was. But let's see. Oh, in fact, Joe and Iceman having a bit of a ding-dong battle. And that's a... yeah, going to pit now, Heavy T. Into the pit lane. Just have a look what is going on at the front. Everything seems calm. They seem cool, calm and collected. And oh, that's a bit of Rolex. Won't be happy with that one. That's their polystyrene advertisement gone down the drain. Dion Canal will probably be having a fine from Mr. Rolex, and he's got a bit of damage actually on the front left end plate. You can see that's very flat. Here comes a lady on the medium tyres looking to get up to P8, takes a extravagant line. And we'll go on board with Koala because he'll get a good view of this after a spin a few laps ago. And Koala's going to get a good exit and maybe might tuck in and get the slipstream. He's not pulling into the slipstream. Oh, that's a vigorous move there from Dion. Oh, let's see. Will they come out? Yeah, they'll come out in a forward motion. So I guess that's kind of good. And Seismic's actually going a bit slow. What's happened to Seismic? I'm not too sure, but Patuka's actually lost the lead. I didn't even see that. NWB, that's the new fastest lap, but Patuka's going slow. What happened there? Now Sippy will be probably sniffing Patuka and, you know, coming for him. I like this track map. It gives you a good insight on how big these battles are and where they are on track. So 5 laps in, 2 VSCs down. By my calculations, that means we'll end up with approximately about 15 VSCs. No, 10 VSCs. And actually, was that a battle going on there? It was. A lady up the inside of Koala. Getting the move done. Sticking it to him. Lord Alam has called it a day after his dreadful, dreadful weekend. Now, Koala with the DRS. Tucking into the Ferrari's suction. Can try to go around the outside. Let's see. Will they both... Oh, the Ferrari's gone deep. He's been sent. Oh, the Ferrari! Not a good idea there from a lady. He's done something, not the right thing, because he's lost a lot of time. And let's go on board with this battle actually. There's a bit of a battle evolving for P4. In fact, no. There's a battle going on there. Oh, very close. Oh, there's more of a battle. That's going to be contact. These two getting them. Ooh, very aggressive. There's their heads are going a bit. But meanwhile, NWB pulling out an absolute monster gap. Oh, there's a McLaren in the wall. It's Iceman. Will that be another VSC? Yes, it's virtual safety car number 3. I think the overcut it suddenly became a lot more OP because of the chances of the VSC. Although I do quite like it, it's more realistic. But yeah, maybe a bit extreme, but I enjoy it. It gives a bit more variety to races, not just boring start to finishes. Who is in the Dion is in front of a lady still. So by my calculations, he's not getting more than 1 point. Let's see how long this VSC stays out for. He's going for the move under the virtual safety car, and now the virtual safety car's gone, so he can now legally overtake. So let's see what he does in the suction. Wow, what? Wow, ooh! There was a bit of movement there from Dion. And, oh, that's a dodgy line. Oh my days, what's going on here? A lady gets the move done, and there's a bit of what going on here. It's not really a battle considering it's a shopper trolley versus an F1 car. Koala, what's he gonna do? Iceman moves out the way. I'm not sure if that was, you know, voluntary or forced, but was that someone coming into the pits? Well, I know Iceman was gonna pit, but thought I saw someone else pitting. But no, there's yellows. No way, Patuka's gone! Will that be another VSC? Will the VSC come out for another time? No, we've avoided it this time. Now, did Patuka hit the wall? Don't think he did, but turn 3 is claiming a lot of victims. Breyer's 3-second time penalty for corner cut in. So let's just hope people can try and stay a bit clean from now on, so we can get a few laps of racing under our belt. It's a bit like NASCAR this. As soon as anyone doesn't stick to the line, caution, caution, caution. Iceman picking up a penalty just as he pits. It's actually Toro Rosso 1-2 at the minute. Kind of rare to see a 1-2. Patuka picking up a penalty. He's still got that wing, hasn't he? But I'm sure his tyres are cooked. Who's having a battle? I think the best battle is this battle here. And there's Pitters. Now, Patuka, I imagine, will come in this lap because his tyres seem a bit shot. Oh! Almost giving the wall a little kiss. Let's just see, make sure everyone makes through turn 3 correctly. The right way round. And I think everything's fine on that side of things. And where are people going to come out? Will there be battles? Joe comes out just behind a lady, so that might be a battle there. Oh, this might be close. Oh, that's going to be contact, and that might be a VSC. Will this be a VSC? There's a car in the wall. I'm not too sure what I think of that incident, but it was a bit... I don't know, it was inevitable, I think. Oh, a lady and Joe. Joe gets a corner cutting time penalty. This race really has been some shambles. But here comes a lady back. The Fernando Alonso car, the Ferrari 14. And he gets the move done. So a lady really giving everyone a fight tonight. In fact, Joe is going for the 2-stop. I've just noticed. Here he comes around the outside. And he's done it. It's a juicy move from Joe. So what else is going down? The leaders are in. The leaders are in. So let's see what tyres they're going to go on to. Sippy. He's going to go on to a fresh set of the medium hard. I don't know what the game... Yeah, he's on hard. He was on mediums for a second, but now he's decided hards are the way forward. Oh, listen to that. He almost crashes into the wall on the pit exit. This might be close between Joe and Sippy, I think. Where is Sippy? He's taking a wide line, but he's not going to get moved on. Oh! Scott and the lady come out neck and neck. Yellow's in sector 3. That might be a safety car. It is. It's a safety car. Safety car. Safety car. And Stiggy has been blessed. Hashtag blessed. So in the first 9 laps we've had 3 VSCs and a safety car. And Scott gets a 5-second time penalty. That's a corner cut there from Stiggy. Oh, this is all going to be a mess, isn't it? Oh, Stiggy gets a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. What's he done that for? There are some special moments in racing, and oh, Dion's getting up close and personal with the safety car. Bert Marlander flicking his lights. What is going on? What an absolute crazy race. Let's see, I assume the leaders will pit. It's absolute banter this race. So here they come into the pits. Who was it who got the drive-through? I'm just going to check the incidents to see who it was. And the driver with the drive-through penalty is Scott, who's just made his pit stop. So an NWB got a 5-second stop go. I don't think it's going to cost him though, so I think he'll be alright. Yeah, so he's been blessed that the safety car did come out. And Joe is back into the pits, so Sippy will take 2nd place, I think. And why has he gone for softs? Why? That's a questionable move. Nipro, everyone's pitting. No, Nipro's staying out actually. But, oh, listen to that. That is a sound of beauty. Let me listen to that again. Here we go. Listen to this. Oh, that is incredible. So Scott with that drive-through, or is he pit? I think he's pit on accident. Oh, I think he's pit. So he's going to have to serve a drive-through now. Because you can't serve a drive-through under the safety car. So where's Dion? Dion's just coming across the line. Heavy T's race has been saved. Patuka's race has been saved. A lot of drivers' races have been saved, but Nipro, he's staying out for some reason. I don't know why. Can go to the end on the mediums, I think, so not sure why you would stay out, but that's clearly the strategy he's chosen. So everyone lining up behind the safety car. Stiggy on softs. He is going to have to pit again. The only driver on the grid on softs. The safety car coming in, the safety car staying out, so one more lap. Seismic still needs to catch up, so does Heavy T and Dion. Getting your tyres toasty and warm. So everyone gathering. What is he doing? NWB is dicing with death. If Burt Marlander decides to warm up that tyre, then he's going to get swiped. A bit like Hamilton nearly did in Silverstone in 2016, I think, or 2018. I'm not sure. I think it was 2016. Yeah, it would have been 2016. I remember now because it was wet. But anyway, I reckon the lights are about to go off on that Mercedes in 3, 2, 1. There you go. I am a magician. So, safety car in this lap. So, here we go. This could get messy. But anyway, NWB will always a bit of juiciness at the back there. Look at this, everyone's getting a bit bunched, but we're going on the leader. It's his job to get this field going again, as you can see there on the full track map. The safety car is now in the pit, so he can go whenever he wants. And he's decided now is the time. And he's got a decent little gap, but not the biggest gap, to his teammate behind. There's a car going wide there. It's like Joe. He's kept it clean now. Everyone seems to keep it semi-clean. Let's see what's happening further down. And everyone seems to be single file, which is good. Let's hope there's no... Oh, look at this. Oh, great racing. Oh, there's... Oh, Joe wide and Scott's got past. Oh, so much action. This midfield is an absolute scrap. The lady on the medium soft tyres. But NWB's made that restart work perfectly. But here comes Koala on Nipro. And he's going to go down the inside. And I think this might be an easy overtake. Oh my days! That McLaren almost gave him a punting. Look at this, it's like a mini traffic jam. For the final few points paying positions. Let's see what happens. Not much really. Seismic's gone up the inside. There's been a bit of contact there. That's definitely not ideal. And Joe has really dropped down the order on this lap. I'm not sure what's happening. But, yeah. Is Patuka maybe going to look for a move down these? Oh my days, that Mercedes gone flying into the corner. Heavy T almost giving Patuka the ride of a lifetime. Patuka all over the back of Scott. Is he going to look for a move maybe into the final corner? No, he's going to stay behind him. In fact, Sticky's right behind Sipye. So maybe a move coming on the DRS straight, and Joe's into the pits. He might have got damage. Patuka and Scott. Patuka again past Scott. But let's go back and forth with this battle for P2. Can Sticky do it? Needs a good exit out of the hairpin. That's to have got it. That gap NWB has already is massive. DRS not going to be enabled, but the slipstream is strong, but it doesn't appear to be strong enough. No, not strong enough yet. And there's a bit of battling going on between the Red Bull and the Mercedes. And Heavy T getting past Scott, and Scott concedes the position. And now a lady might have a look. He's going to. But let's see. Stiggy. He's got past Sipye. Can Kawada have a cheeky gander? Wow, look how close these two are. Patuka and Bray. Bray locks up. And there's now from going wide in front. That's Nipro. And that's Iceman getting past Nipro as well. And yeah, so look at this, NWB, Narni's in front. Koala on the back of Sipi now, gonna look for a move. I don't think he's going to be close enough at the minute. Maybe on the main straight, because DRS is now enabled. Scott is into the pits. Is this for the drive-through penalty, maybe? It is. Going to come out in 13th place. Only 3 more retirements. He could maybe snatch a point. But this midfield is so close. The top 10 separate by 7.5 seconds. That's incredible. Wait. NWB has made a mistake, I think, or either that or Stiggy is lightning on these soft tyres. Needs to be fair, to make this work. Maybe 2 soft stints at the end. But there's actually a bit of battling going on here. And Heavy T picks up another time penalty. I think he's already got a bit of a time penalty. Here comes Sipi on Koala. And I'm not sure if he got the move done, but oh, that's a bit of contact. That's going to be a traffic jam. That's going to be a VSC. Is it? No, it's going to be fine. And now a lady is getting overtaken by Bray. Or he's failing to get past Bray. There's just so much going on. I can't keep track of who's in what position. There's more yellows. What's happened? What's happened? What's happened? I don't know. Oh, that was nearly in the wall there. Let's go with the leaders. 7/10 to gap at the front, but there's just such a compact battle here. Sorry if everyone's getting a bit of epilepsy from me switching so fast, but... And that's going to be Bray into the pit. Oh! Almost giving the wall a blasting. 7/10 between first and second. Second on the softs, first on the mediums. It's got to be. It's written in the stars. Quite literally, if you look up, you can probably see a few constellations. Can Sticky get past NWB? I don't think he's going to be close enough, so we'll see if there's any other battles going on. Not really. Let's see where Joe and Bray come out in comparison to each other. Joe is going to be in front by a little bit, I think. He is, yeah. But here is Stiggy, not able to get close enough. As the field is starting to spread out a bit now. So we'll stick on board with Stiggy because he is the closest to another car. Let's see how he drives this hat on the soft tyres. And what's this going on here? Between Nipro and Patuka. And Nipro actually going to pit. I wonder why. Anyway, is Dion on seismic? Goes a bit deep. Runs a bit wide. Turns in too early. So can Sticky gain? He's just not fast. .6 I don't think it's still too big, I think. It is, yeah, too big. There's a battle going on at the back between Joe and Bray. Flying past with great speed. Does Joe come back at him? No, I don't think so. So that's going to be that position settled. Any other battles going on? Sipi picks up a time penalty. Sippy has to watch out for Iceman behind. He isn't too far back. But I think Stiggy's tyres are starting to fall off a bit now. He's losing a few tenths. And that is going to be Dion out the race. What has happened there? Is that going to be another safety car? It's a virtual, so Seismic is going to pit. I expect most people to pit if they can. Yep, there goes Scott. Nick Pro. Is he going to pit? No, he's going to stay out. Bray going to stay out. And Joe stays out as well. So we have a few pitters. Seismic sitting there. I don't know what he was doing, but he was not going. That's one thing I can tell you. Now the safety car's in, DRS enabled, and Stiggy has closed up to NWB due to that VSC. There's a nice little rhyme for you. Tell Shakespeare I'm here all week. But still not close enough to get that overtake done. And actually there's a battle going on here, and I missed it, but Heavy T flying past the McLaren, leaving him in Woking. While Heavy T flies to Abu Dhabi to have an absolute rave. And for some reason, the people who pit for mediums. I would have thought softs could go the distance, but clearly I wasn't in their pattern of thinking. Koala's closed up to Sticky a bit. You can see him in front. You can probably smell the aftershave on Stiggy's beard. Getting all over that curve, riding it. Stiggy, close. Five tenths behind. 4 tenths behind. Oh, there's yellows. It's Seismic. He's in the wall. He's had a seismic crash. And no VSC required. Eight tenths. But look at this now. We're under the lights. Without these lights, these drivers would be driving in darkness. I don't think Stiggy will be able to go the distance. Yellows, the ladies out. Oh, drama. Is that going to be a safety car? Can we see another one? But Marlander's going to get a good pay packet tonight. Where's he? Oh, he's creamed it into the wall. Absolutely messy. But no safety car, it's a rarity. Four tenths, he's sniffing him. Oh, there's battle here. No, and Sippy is not going to dive in. Instead, he's going to punt him. He's going to give him his bit of his front wing. Is he going to be able to Maldonado up the inside? No, not quite. $7, but Koala's getting himself, you know, up there in the mix. He's adding himself to the battle kebab. And then Stiggy's in, so this is NWB's chance to bolt. And where is Stiggy going to come out? He's going to come out on a fresh set of softs. And I think he'll be ahead of Nipro, so he can fight. Oh, the sound! He can focus on the top 6. Prix picks up a penalty. It's a bit not too major. No real battles going on at the minute. In fact, never mind. I'm chatting out my bomb. But Scott has got past Joe and is now bowling. But it'll be interesting what Stiggy can do. 22 seconds behind. Only about 7 seconds behind his teammate Patuka. And I imagine he should get the fastest lap. It's like things dying down a bit, quieting down. But that gap is definitely coming down between Sticky and his teammate. Let's see if the interval gaps are working now. Yeah, they appear to be. Heavy T right on the back of Sipye. Sipye takes a interesting line to say the least. And I think he's going to be a sitting duck. Going to get mauled by the Merc. He can't fight it, and Heavy T is gone into the distance. Oh, Iceman getting squirmy. So Stiggy less than 5 seconds behind. Needs to catch about 7 or 8 tenths a lap, which I think he is doing at the minute. Very aggressive on the downshifts. So let's see, that gap was 4.7. What's it going to update to? 4.5. So 2 tenths found there. But can Sipye stick with Heavy T to come back at him? Doesn't look like it. Heavy T vanishing. Bidding farewell to the Toro Rosso. And Iceman's actually pitting and he's speeding. So I don't know what Iceman's doing there, but he's throwing away decent points. So Stiggy up to 6th, could be looking for a 5th place. And he sets fastest lap. 38.1. Let's see what everyone else's fastest laps are. So yeah, he's gaining a lot of time. Wow. He's going to have 2 seconds on Sipye, and he's only 10 seconds behind, so that's 5 laps. If he can keep this pace up and Sipye slows down a little bit. But Sipye's actually coming back at Heavy T, so Heavy T's struggling. Or making a mistake. Doesn't get the drive out the corner which he needed though. And Heavy T's boom gone. A bit all over the place really. Patuka picks up a time penalty. That's a bit of a corner cut from Stiggy. Look at the grip though that the Haas has to play with. So let's see, what does Sipke set? It's going to be a 40.9. Let's see what Stiggy sets. Needs to be in the 38s. It's 39.3, so he's lost 1.1 seconds on his PB already. So it's maybe just going to have to set up a P5. But we'll go on board with this, because this is the main battle for the podium position. Sipke behind FET. He's got about 50% ERS I can see on the steering wheel. If that is accurate, I'm not sure if it is. There he comes. Is he going to dive it? No, he's going to wait. FET goes a bit deep. It's going to hinder his run. Out of the chicane, Sipke only about 3 tenths behind. Here he comes with the DRS. I don't think he's going to be close enough. No, he's not. Let's see if the Tuca has been overtaken by Stiggy actually. I didn't see that because I was watching this. So here he comes. 6 seconds now is the gap. FET holding up Sipke by the looks of things. Oh, FET's going to go deep, I think. No, he manages to keep it on the track. Seemed a bit wiggly there. Because he is a wiggly worm. But maybe we need to take into account penalties as well. But this lap's been a lot slower for Sipke. 41.3. Stiggy is going to set a 39.1. So that is a lot of time gained on this one lap alone. So maybe Stiggy could get a podium. Heavy T bouncing over the curbs, giving it everything. And Iceman's just snatched the fastest lap. And Heavy T picks up a penalty that could be crucial come the end of this race. Those hard tyres just not giving the run that Sipke needs. He's close. If you can look there, the DRS is open, but here we are. This is a good camera angle. Coming down into the chicane. He's going to look to the outside. Brakes late, but is there going to be a bit of contact? I think there was. Side by side. Who's going to get the DRS? I think it might be Heavy T. Yeah, here comes Heavy T. He's had immense straight line speed all day, and he's still got that straight line speed in the back pocket. And those yellows in sector 1 and 2, but we'll ignore that for now. I think it was seismic. And Heavy T loses the position to Sipke. And now he's got to worry about his P4 because Stiggy 3 seconds behind. He'll be licking his lips at this battling that's been going on. There's actually a bit of a battle going on between the Ferrari and the McLaren. So Iceman behind Bray, Iceman on the fresh softs. He's got the fast lap at the minute, but Scott, he might be going for it. Snatching away points from his competitors. .8. Oh, and he's had to take avoiding action there as Iceman. Let's see, is Heavy T within a second to get the DRS? I don't think he will be. Let's see, does the rear wing open? No, it stays closed. Now another battle unfolding. Nipro is caught up to Patuka. But we'll stay on board with Sticky because he is gaining very quickly. So let's see, what is Sipke's middle sector time? It's going to be a 1 minute point 9, and it's a 1 minute dead from Sticky. So he's getting 9/10 so far on this lap alone, and he's only just over 2 seconds behind. So if Sticky can dispatch of Heavy T quickly, this could be anyone's race for the podium. Bray picking up a penalty in that battle with Iceman. Still ahead though. So I'm not sure what penalties Iceman has, but I've seen Bray's name pop up a few times. Oh, it's late on the brakes, but he manages to get the apex nicely. It's Stiggy only 4 tenths behind Heavy T now. And Nipro only about a tenth behind Patuka, so the cars coming together towards the end of this race. He's going to look to the inside. Oh, no. That's damage for both cars. That was very aggressive from both drivers. I'm not sure what the stewards have to say on that. But now this opens the door for Bray and Iceman to catch these two. But let's focus on Stiggy. Let's just make sure neither of these two bin it. No, they haven't. So it's Stiggy now going to want to get past Heavy T. There's yellows and Iceman has binned it. Could this be a virtual? It's not going to be safety car because we're too close to the end. This is a virtual. This is really not going to be good for Stiggy. He needs to get this move done now. Coming down into the braking zone. Oh, these awful camera angles. Bit of contact. I think Stiggy's got the move done. He needs to get a good exit because Heavy T straight on speed has been immense. And he's got the move done. So now Scott is going to get a point. So Nipro and Patuka though still going at it. What is going to unfold in this battle for P6? Very aggressive, both drivers still. Patuka definitely going to push his rival to the limit. Oh, Nipro takes a void in action and kind of just cuts the corners, get the move done. I'm not sure if that was a bit naughty. But now Stiggy can focus on Sipyu for the podium position. So less than 2 seconds, 1.5 pretty much between the two. Nipro and Patuka still going at it. Oh, look at this, it's awful. And Iceman's left the session, not happy. Bray's caught up to these two now, so we're going to have a bit of a three-way scrap. So Patuka and Bray will have DRS. Nipro will have nothing to defend with, but he has pulled away a bit. Here comes Bray. Is he going to look down the inside? No, he's going to stay behind for now. But he's going to push Patuka through the corner. Wow, what an exit there from Bray. Not going to be able to get off the inside though, because it is a very dangerous position there if you are going to go for a move. So, our leader NWB on the final lap of the season. Up the inside, that was silly there from Bray. He needs to just bide his time and wait for the move to come to him. But Stiggy on the last lap, can he get within a second of Sipyi to have a chance of an overtake? It's 1.1 at the minute. He's not within a second for this straight. So I think that might be him done. Bray's called back up to Patuka. I reckon he's probably going to look down the inside of the hairpin. No, he's going to wait. He's learned from his mistake. So DRS enabled. He's going to look to the inside. That's going to be an easy-ish move. So it does stick up DRS. He does. He's going to close up. But unless something happens in this last sector, I just don't think it's going to work for him. I think the podium will go to Sipyi. But anyway, here comes NWB. He's going to pit on the last lap for some reason. That's a bit silly, to be fair, a bit unprofessional. But he pits anyway, and Stiggy, Koala's going to come across the line for P2. Can Stiggy look to around the corner? He's not going to look, but Koala here, coming across the line for P2. And it's going to be P2 for Koala. Stippy gets P3, Stiggy P4. Heavy T is going to get P5, I think. Although he may have a 10-second time penalty if I remember correctly. But here comes Heavy T for P5. Nipro revving out the engine. And that's almost lost him to Patuka beats Bray. So our final finishers will be Joe, Scott and Seismic. But a bit unprofessional there from NWB coming into the pits on the last lap, but I'm sure, you know, it's alright. So Joe crosses the line. Now Scott. So he had an instant on this lap maybe, or is he going to do some donuts? We're going to get some donuts from the Red Bull driver. What an awful donut. What a terrible donut. Is Seismic going to join him? No, Seismic is... Oh no, Seismic is going to join him. No, he's not. He's going to take the point. And Seismic is maybe wait for his competitor to cross the line before him. And Scott's giving us some donuts there. Successfully this time though, and Seismic crosses the line for P10. Scott throwing away the point to do some donuts. And there are some donuts for the crowd, even though there's no stand. Probably better to do them on the main straight. And here comes Scott across the line to finish this ILR6 season. So for the final time, here is your podium. 2 Toro Rossos and the Racing Point. So I'll run you through the top 10. So your top 10 tonight is NWB, Koala, Sipyi, Stiggy, EVT, Nipro, Patuka, Bray, Joe, and Seismic takes the point from Scott. He decided to do some donuts at the end. Look, Stiggy went from 16th to 4th on the 2-stop. Very good driver. Okay, very good drive, sorry. But anyway, that's been ILR6 this season. And so join you next season at Australia. Thank you everyone for watching and goodbye.